today. All right. So Jane's with GlenEd Pantry.
Thank you.
Do that or do this? We can do. So that's you.
No, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I don't stand still very easily. All right, so welcome. Thank you for inviting me to talk to you about our exciting new program that we have at the community. So I don't think everyone thank you again. If you haven't, please feel free to stop by. But we'll do a real quick tour through it. So if you haven't been there, you know what's there. So moving's not working so well for me. Okay, so the GlenEd Pantry for more than 40 years has stood as a beacon of hope for the hungry in our community. So our mission is, how do you move this up? So, what's the cloud? When are we going to point it out? Sorry. I don't know why this has to default for everybody all the time.
This.
Have mercy. Okay, or I'll just hit a button. Right? Can I just hit a button?
Page down, probably.
I knew this was going to happen. Okay,
Yeah.
what did I push, Bud?
That one, the one that doesn't exist anymore.
Okay, perfect. Because it's worn out. Okay, so real quick, our mission is working forward with the community to provide food and services with dignity and respect. And when we talk about services, it's not only food, but it's also referrals and helping them in other places, depending on where they're at. So we got a quick quiz. All right, average number of people that we feed each month. Which one? A, B, or C?
See.
C. 576 people. I will tell you, I get questions all the time. What do you mean you're feeding 500 people, almost 600 people in the city of Edwardsville or in Edwardsville School District? Yes, we are. And this summer it will be more. To Monica's point, the number of students we fed Monday through Brown Bag Buddies was the largest we've ever done on the first day. 154 students were given lunches and breakfast. And we are encouraging them to get lunch at the Y as well. So working together with these nonprofits together for the better of our community. That is almost our record day for a week, for the highest year, for the highest day we've ever fed students. So we're almost hitting records on that already. So programs, as you know, we have food every 30 days, so they can do their big shop every 30 days. We have Fresh Wednesday. They can come in, get goodies from the lobby to help sustain them for their 30 days. Pantry to you, if you're not able to come in, we deliver food to you. Clothing and houseware items. Brown Bag Buddies, which we just discussed. Utility assistance will pay up to $100 once a year on the utility bill when you need assistance. School supplies will be in August, holiday baskets, and we are a LIHEAP application site. So if you've not been in our building, this is the lobby. Alex knows what it looks like. He goes up and down the steps every Wednesday for us about 100 times, and we're so grateful for it. As I said, many of you have been there. So when they come in, they're greeted by a volunteer. They grab a shopping cart just like they're in the grocery store, and they start the shopping experience. So in the lobby, this is where they shop on Fridays, on Wednesdays, and that's where they start to get their fresh fruits and vegetables, bread, and other items. So if we have we're very particular about dates. So if something is just expired, it goes out in the lobby as a bonus item. So it's good for 18 months, but we make sure everything in the back is up to date, just like a grocery store. We do have nutritional reminders, and this is what our shopping experience looks like at the moment. So you can see they get to pick what fruits and vegetables they want. We do have low sodium, low salt, and some gluten-free items, trying to hit all the dietary needs and try to be cognizant that as the volunteer shop. So a volunteer will shop with them as they go through. You'll see these beautiful shelves will be your right. That is a gift from the Rotary when we got the grant for the shelving. So thank you very, very much. Look at the difference between what it was and what it is now. How much more product we're able to get on it and how much safer it is. So we are having these wood shelves now cracking. So this was a beautiful gift from the Rotary. So thank you so much. and know that they're being well used. Again, we go and they get to choose the meats that they want. We do get orange labeled meats from Schnucks and Deerbergs. We also receive Chick-fil-A twice a week. So that's a nice treat for our folks. We get Little Caesars pizzas. We get donations from the Cup and Annie's and Bobby's. So some really nice treats and nice collaboration from the community, which we truly appreciate. And again, those beautiful shelves. But what this highlights is things that people cannot get with their SNAP or their food stamp. Personal hygiene, toilet paper, important things that every family needs they cannot buy with their food stamps. So we make sure it's there for them. Again, showing your beautiful shelves, the before and after. That has been wonderful. Look how much more room we have. And it's safe. Isn't that awesome? And so we weigh it out. We keep inventory by weight, weigh in, weigh out. They pack their groceries just like at Aldi's. So that's the quick synopsis of the pantry if you haven't been through it. I wanted you to know where we're at. And if you've not been in the thrift shop, this is our thrift shop upstairs. It's open to the public. And what this does is we provide those who receive services at the pantry with a gift card so they can shop and nobody knows what they're doing, right? They got a gift card to shop. So we try to be very respectful of that, but then they can get their coats, their clothes, things that they need. Recently, somebody just got a job and they came in and they were able to get their workwear for no cost and be able to start successfully in a new job. So really excited when we can do that. And we couldn't do it without our volunteers like Alex and many of you have been there volunteering for many things. So thank you to our volunteers, and we run on a short staff. We're very good stewards of our money and we run on a very short staff. But here's the exciting part. So you saw how cramped we were in those pictures. We can't do a lot of things. We can't add any more programs. We can't provide some of the things that we need. So as many of you know, we broke ground 2 weeks ago for a new building. It is a 9,000 square foot building. This is a rendering of what it will look like. Won't be exactly like that, but kind of close. We're really excited that they'll come in. I don't know if you can, they'll come in that middle door. And that's actually going to be one door now. They'll come in that middle door, and that's just a vestibule to go in the pantry part. So we'll have a volunteer there greeting them, doing what they do, and then they can go into the pantry. So we're not going to have food in the lobby anymore. We are really, really excited about that. It'll be a real shopping area. And so two things, actually more. It's going to be fully ADA accessible. So I couldn't show it in the pictures, but Alex has seen it. So if somebody's in one of those motorized wheelchairs, they come in to do their shopping. They'll drive their little wheelchair down from the May building, and they're coming in, and they come in the lobby. That part's good. Then you have to go around the corner, and then around another corner, and then around another corner to get to the food. Well, that doesn't work in an electric wheelchair. And so it's not fully ADA accessible for them to do their food shopping. This, they're going to be able to go right in, get their food, and it's going to be great. And then come out another door. So again, you can see it'll be fully ADA accessible. Okay, so one of the things I'm really excited about. So right now, if you've been to the pantry, you know there's that door on directional dysfunctional, but on the left side, that's got the rail that goes into the back of the pantry. That's how we have to bring all the food into the pantry. So let's say they're at Sam's, they have a broken pallet, and they're going to bring us a broken pallet of juice boxes. We have to hand unload that into grocery carts, go on the end of the parking lot, get 16, go off that rail, bump it into the door, and wait, and then do it again, and again, and again. And so I'm really excited we're going to be able to get a pallet jack and go in the building and buy racking for pallets. So excited. That would be so helpful to us, not only with that, but we're going to be able to buy in quantity, which we cannot do now. Right now, we're placing orders for Sam's and Walmart every day and having to pick it up. And that's not the best fiscally or time-wise. But we're super, super excited about that. A commercial kitchen. In July, we'll have a plethora of tomatoes. Instead of losing them because we can't move them all, we can make salsa. And we can have salsa on the shelves in December. We never have salsa. 2 years ago, KC's were good enough to let us use their kitchen. We had tons of pizza. I was bound determined they weren't going to go bad. We went to the KC commercial kitchen and made peach jelly. We can do that now with a commercial kitchen. So that is super exciting. Not only that, we're working with another community group, which they may be using our kitchen as well. So we're really, really excited that we're going to be able to help some. And no more stairs. The whole stuff up and down from the thrift shop. It'll be accessible to everybody. Folks in wheelchair don't have to have a personal shopper come down and bring them their purple tops or their whatever it is that they want. So we're super, super excited. This is an expensive project. Really not when you look at 9,000 square feet for $3 million. That's really not, it's a warehouse. It is just a warehouse. Here is the interior. I got the big plat over here if you're interested in seeing it. You can see what we didn't talk about is a private interview room. So right now, when somebody comes in to ask for services, it's hard enough to walk through that door, but then we're taking them in an office where there's other people and there's traffic and there's everything else. We will have a private interview room right off the vestibule. We're super excited about that. The kitchen in the back, we're gonna have a public restroom. That'll be exciting. And then the shop will have their own. So know that the shop side is self-sustaining, that once the shop is not a thing, ever in the future, if it's not, we can lease that out. We can use that for physical therapy, mental health services, whatever. That will be a way for us to always use that functional thing. So really, and coming here, it's so exciting. I can meet with more than one client at a time. And it will be very plain. It'll have concrete floors. It'll have open ceiling, not as pretty as this, but open ceiling. It's just going to be very plain, nothing fancy, but it's going to give us the ability to serve and add services, which we so desperately need in this community. So we are averaging 13 new families a month. That's a lot of people. Now, people don't shop every month. We will see an increase in the summer because kids are losing 2 meals a day at school. So that's why we have Brown Bag Buddies. That's why the Y has their program trying to fill that need. And they will come. We all know a 14-year-old boy can inhale a box of cereal in 5 minutes. So it's hard when you're on a shoestring and gas prices are up and food prices are up. It's really hard to stretch that dollar. So we will be feeding more families. And this will allow us to do it more efficiently. This is where we were at 11 o'clock this morning. So we are moving forward. You will continue to see progress. I encourage you to come by and watch the progress. It's going to be very exciting. We're looking at 11 to 12 months for completion. So I am hoping this time next year, we will be in that new building. That is my goal. We've had some Rotarians step up and donate some items. Sam was gracious enough to donate some office furniture, which will be a big help to us and save us some funds and allow us to feel good in our office space. We've had local Bank of Madison County and Carrollton Bank step up and help us if we need financing. We're praying we don't. But it's been great to watch the community come behind us. And we appreciate the Rotarians standing behind us and always being supportive. It brought tears to my eyes to see some of you there at the groundbreaking. It was great. So thank you for all your support. I really appreciate the opportunity to bring our mission to you this morning. I haven't been able to be in front of you since 2020, and I was on Zoom at that time. You did it. Yeah. So I appreciate this opportunity today to tell you what our future holds. I know many of you had questions. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, Jared. And thank you, Jared, for reaching out.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jane. This, the old building.
Yes, good
You're gonna
question.
keep it.
We are keeping.
What are you gonna do with it?
Well, number one, when you're building, let's put those first, storage. So I lost all the storage in the new building, it went to service, which is great. So we will have storage, which we have none now. And then that will be, the lower level will be the sorting area for the thrift shop. So we'll be able to store in there, sort in there. What they're gonna do is put the clothes on Z-Rex, wheel them across the parking lot into the new building for carts or whatever stuff. Yes.
My experience with Madison County Catholic Charities, we had a lot of customers come from, particularly young ladies who had no experience with cooking. They didn't know what to do back then. With the commercial kitchen, we need offering cooking classes.
We're hoping to. We're hoping to. We have a lot of hope for a lot of things. But we do notice that they'll come in, especially in the summer when we have a variety of fresh produce. And they'll say, what is this? How do I do this? What do I use this for? We have some clients helping other clients, but I think hands-on would be great and have to cook low sugar, low salt for dietary needs. Remember, over 60% of them have diabetes, high blood pressure, or heart disease. So that's essential. Yeah. Yeah.
How long?
I've been since January 1, 2020. So I came in right at the pandemic, got my feet wet, and pushed it forward ever since.
Do you have needs for help this year around that? Our staffing and with the great experience, you're able to staff to help with around that with this. They do kind of calendar, does she help this year?
I think we're full. I've been letting Lynette handle that right now. And she told me we're full, but I keep you in mind, and I know there were some Rotarians that came last year, so if we get to a bind, I may reach out. But I think right now, we have a lot of teachers that really like to do that, because they get to see some of their students. And that brings them joy, that they know their students are getting fed, and they kind of get to see them. So we do have a lot of teachers that do that. Any other questions? Any other thoughts? I really appreciate all that you guys do. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all that you do for the community, not just the pantry, but everyone in the community. Thank you very much.
Jen, and for all you do for GlenEd community and whatnot, you give your heart and soul. On behalf of the Dosky family and Home Nursery, little keepsake for you. So thank you.
Wow, that's very special.
So